Some of the things we are praying for can't happen because we are still holding on to things that God wants us to release. Hi, I am Cynthia. You're welcome back to my channel. This is episode 15 of Becoming the Best Version of You. So in this episode, I want to ask you a hard question. Yeah, it is really hard. You know, when you like someone, you are in relationship with someone or some people or some things, but you know you are tired of them, but you don't know how to let go of them. You don't even know how to release them. You don't know how to let go because you really want to let go, but you don't know how to tell them that you are fed up or how to avoid them. So we are going to be talking about those things in this video, and I pray that by the end of this video, you'll be able to get the answer to your questions. You'll be able to get the courage, the understanding, and the wisdom you need to release things that are not of God in your life. I told you earlier that I have a question for you. Now, the question is, what is slowly killing your progress, and why haven't you cut it off? What is slowly killing your progress, and why haven't you cut it off? Yes, I know it could be a mindset, the mindset that you have. Maybe you feel that if you cut this thing off, another one is not going to come. If you cut this off, then that is the end. It could also be a relationship. A relationship you really want to give up. You don't want the relationship anymore, but you don't know how to cut the person off. And also it could be a habit, something you're trying to stop, but it's not happening. You're not even seeing yourself trying to achieve that. You're not even seeing yourself trying to cut that off. It could also be your comfort zone. Yeah, because your comfort zone could be limiting you from the blessings that God is planning for you or the word is planning for you. So you need to release yourself, let go of things. Okay, you are in a location, nothing is working in your life. In fact, you feel that the kind of lifestyle you want is not even in that place. Your mindset, people don't understand you when you talk. Your nature doesn't resonate with where you are. Why don't you move? Why don't you shift? The environment is very toxic. So why don't you shift? Why don't you go to somewhere else? These are the things that could be killing your progress, and you are finding it difficult to let go. But remember, if you don't release those things that are blocking you, your blessings would come. The progress won't come. The beautiful things you are praying for, you are asking God to do for you, they won't come because something in you or something around you is blocking that from happening. So first of all, you need to let go of things. Yes, you pray, prayer will do its own part, but remember that you also have actions, you have things to do. Remember that the Bible says that pray without a good work is nothing. So as you're praying, you should be able to discern and know the things to let go of, things to cut off, because they might be killing your progress. Now, let us talk about how to break the cycle before it breaks you. Yeah, it is really important that we talk about it. I don't want this, but yet you still see yourself there because you don't know how to move on. So how are you going to cut it off? How are you going to move on? Listen, let us go into it and talk about it. Now, let me tell you this. You know you don't need more time. You need more truth. What you need is more truth to tell you that this is truly trying to block your progress. You need more truth. You don't need more time because the time is now. And remember that what you tolerate dominates you. Yes, that is the truth. The truth is what you tolerate will dominate you. So you just need much conviction, the truth, to let go of those things. Yeah, you don't need more time. You only need the truth. You need to tell yourself, yes, this is the thing that is actually blocking my progress. So you need to let it go unless you want to remain there. And I know that that is not what you want for yourself. Sometimes growth doesn't come from doing more. It comes from removing what breaks you or what drains you. So what if you're already in the right track? You only need to remove something that is trying to stop you, maybe your location, attitude, habits, people around you, just something that you need to get rid of so that what you are doing will yield much fruit. Sometimes you don't even need to do more, but to filter your environment, filter things that are happening around you so that you will be able to do better. You have a very beautiful plan, business idea, things to do. You already know the kind of life you want to live, your career, everything. You planned them all like so perfect, and you are so convinced in your spirit that if you try this, it is going to work. That is what God is planning for you. And now you see yourself in the environment that doesn't allow such things. They don't allow you to live the kind of life you want in that aspect. They don't allow you to do the things you're supposed to do for God, for nature, for yourself, so that you also be happy and people around you will be happy. Or it could also be you being in the midst of friends that try to drain you, to make you to see the less of you and not even the much that you are seeing, to tell you that what you are doing is nothing, that you better just go and rest, that people are doing it and they have not done this one, they have not succeeded, and it's you that want to succeed with it. So you need to remove the things that drains you. You necessarily do not need to do more, but just remove those things that are draining your strength, draining your courage, draining your motivation. Now, how do you do this? How are you going to achieve this? How do you filter these things out? You have to ask yourself this question. Yes, what has been stealing your focus? What has been silencing your confidence? Yes, you know you want to do more, you want to do this, you want to go into something, and somebody is trying to discourage you. Who is that person? What is silencing your confidence, and who is silencing your confidence? And what habit has become your hidden enemy? Is it procrastination? Is it lack of consistency, lack of discipline, habits, character, things that you know, that bad attitude, bad habits? What are the things that are trying to hinder your progress? So what habit has become your hidden enemy, eating you up so that you won't be able to get where you want? Remember, you can't heal in the same place that made you sick. So you need to, first of all, clean your environment. Even Florence Nightingale, the best medication she gave to the armies was making sure that their environment was clean, because when your environment is clean, when you have a serene environment, beautiful place, and healing will just start. So you have to filter your environment. So remember that you can't heal in the same place that made you sick. Okay, you can't build while holding on to what is breaking you. Let me share this scripture with you. Jesus said something powerful in the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 29. If your right eye cause you to sin, pluck it out. It is better to lose one part of your body than to have all of them thrown into hell. Think deeper so that you will understand the meaning of this. That sounds so extreme, right? But that is a wisdom principle. If you know that thing that is making you not to move forward, cut it off. If something threatens your purpose, even if it feels good, let it go. Let it go. So how do you identify the things that are killing you? Number one, it keeps making you question your worth. You don't feel like it. You don't have that courage. You feel that you know you can do this. I can do this, but you feel less of yourself. So what is that thing that makes you feel less of yourself? So what is that thing that makes you question your worth? It also delays your goals or your spiritual growth. Now, whether we like it or not, we need to grow spiritually. Because if you don't have this spiritual lifestyle, if you don't grow spiritually, then you might be missing a lot of things. Because remember that to every human being on earth, you have an assignment to fulfill. So when you don't align with the Spirit of God, when you don't align with the spiritual, you won't be able to live in your full extent. So you need to know what is delaying your goal. You need to know what is delaying your goals and also your spiritual growth. Because as a human being, remember that you have the power, you have the strength. You are a God. Yeah, you are a God, but you are not mightier than God. Yes. So you just need to know what delays your goal, your goals. You need to know what delays your goals. Just know that. So whatever that is trying to make you not to grow spiritually, you telling yourself, no, this is for this people, this is for this kind of people, and not for me, you are lying to yourself. Yes. And the third one is brings constant guilt or confusion. It keeps reminding you of the things that you did, things that you're not proud of, and also with so much confusion, you don't know, you have a lot of things, a lot of ideas, but you don't even know the one to venture into, you don't know the one to follow, because you feel that something is trying to draw you back, or you're kind of confused. It could be a mistake that you made in the past, you are still living in that guilt. So you have to identify these things, so that, because it is when you know your problem that you will know how to solve the problem. The fourth one is it fights your discipline and peace. You lose your peace of mind, you don't have discipline, things are not going as it should in your life. Something is killing you. You are not focused. You are not disciplined. You are not consistent. So because something is killing you inside. So these are the four methods to know or to identify the things that are killing you, that are killing your gifts, killing your spirit, killing you from letting go or from doing the things that you should be doing as a human being. Sometimes you may just feel that you are very comfortable the way you are living by telling yourself things like, but what if I love them? What if I'm comfortable with it? What if I am afraid to live alone? Now listen, let me tell you something you need to know. Comfort is not always safe. You see, comfort is not always safe. Familiar doesn't mean healthy. That you are familiar with something or with someone doesn't mean they love you. That you are familiar with something doesn't make it good. So familiar doesn't mean healthy. And love without boundaries becomes self-destruction. Even in love, you need to have your boundaries. So when you don't have your boundaries in relationship, or when you are in love or love with anything, anybody, you don't have your boundaries, then it will lead you to destruction. Let me tell you this, it is time to take your life back, your focus back, and your fire back. They are not the owner of your life. You are the owner of your life. So it is time to take them back. Those things that are trying to hinder you, the habits, the things that we mentioned earlier, the habits, your mindset, your relationships, your comfort zone, you have to let them go. They are not what should be holding you, because you are yourself. you should be the one in control. Okay, let me tell you this. You don't have to wait for something to break you before you move. Go deeper. We are going to talk about this in detail when we're going to be talking about relationships and breakup. Some girls, it is only when they break up that they start doing their best, trying to read books, to grow themselves, trying to look good because of breakup. So what if you even have it as a habit or as a lifestyle? So we are still going to talk about that side in women aspect later when it comes to women, right? Relationships. So, but remember, you don't have to allow it to break you before you move on. You can decide today, and you have the right to decide today to break the cycle before it breaks you. Yeah, you have the right to decide today to break that cycle before it breaks you. Now, I want you to say this. It is a self or it's an affirmation, but I want you to say this. I release what is breaking me. I release what is draining me. I protect my mind. I protect my peace and my future. I choose to grow, even if it means letting go. Choose to grow, even if it means letting go. Yes, that is very hard to do. But unless you want to remain the way you are that you don't like, so you just need to let go and grow. Choose yourself above every other thing. Choose yourself. Sometimes you need to be selfish. That you're selfish when it comes to things like this doesn't mean that you're a bad person. Sometimes you need to be selfish about your life yourself, because when you don't set boundaries, when you don't have when you don't have your principles, when you don't know yourself, then you are not making the right decisions. Yes, this is your moment to become powerful. This is your moment to push away things that are holding you back. Do not be afraid to walk away, but be afraid to stay stuck in that position. And I hope that you learned a lot from this video. If this video really blessed you, or if you know the part that stood out for you, please don't wait to put it in the comment section, and also subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed, and click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. This is the 15th episode, remaining 15 more to go. Oh my god, I can't wait for this to finish. After this episode, I'm going to tell you guys my story, about like this journey. I'm going to share it with you people. Okay, thank you so much for being part of this episode. Have a nice day, and remember, let go of the things that are draining you. Do not be afraid to let go. Rather, be afraid to stay stuck in that position. Thank you. See you in my next episode.